Hello. So this is officially class number 100, which I kind of can't believe, but I also, I can believe it. I've been doing this now for a little bit, right? So to celebrate class 100, well, I was also kind of forced to do this, but I have a new computer. I have a MacBook Pro, which is a laptop. And I have the screen on the wall. I'm using a projector so I can see you guys a little bit bigger on the wall. And I have like lights set up. None of this is perfect. As you can see, I have like a lot of shadows behind me. I have been really actively trying to get better at the whole reducing the shadow game, which maybe should be the name of my first book. So anyhoozle, here it is, class 100. We're gonna get started. This is a Mixeroo class, which means there's gonna be a little bit of cardio, some good work, and also some stretch and release. I also just wanna bring up something that has been coming up for me a lot in this transition in the past year of being a inside in real life in the classroom one-on-one teacher, as opposed to virtually taking this, my whole business virtual, and it's really shifted how I see this whole thing. And before we get started, I just want to say one of the things I struggle with the most is giving people what they want versus what I want versus what I think they need versus what they think they need. And there's one word that always comes up for me when I think about what I think they need versus what they think they need. And that's the word love. Like maybe I'll figure out a way to put it here in between my hands, but anyway, it's love. I would say the most dedicated clients are maybe getting really great at this, or I don't know, maybe not most dedicated, but we're all in this journey together, right? We're showing up regularly because we're trying to figure out, I think, how to love ourselves, how to feel good, probably also how to look better. But my hope and my dream for the universe is, as we form this vision of like how to look better, how to feel better, all that, that it comes from a place of love, and that we slowly can release like shame and guilt and like I'm this age, or I'm this and it should be like this and I should look like this, and that whole game. So that's my goal, and that's where I'm coming from, and that's where I'm going to continue to infuse the next 100 classes with even more love. So that's what you can expect. All right. So as always, please listen to your body, make any changes that you need to make. Any changes that come from you listening to your body is you listening. It's not cheating, it's not failing, it's not, I didn't do that good enough, okay? So I just want to congratulate for you for doing that so well, and for maybe trying to get better at it all the time, okay? So today we have what I like to call a glider, which is just something that you can glide on a little bit on the floor. I have a rug here, which I'm going to push out of the way. And I'm not sure yet what surface is going to be good enough. Probably this one, it's a little bit smoother. We're going to be sliding a little bit, and we also have one heavy-ish weight to challenge ourselves with. And that's it, okay? And you should also always have anything that makes you feel better in your body, whatever that means to you. Okay, so I just moved my weights to the side, and I'm just going to adjust this rug, and probably I'm going to realize that I should be moving and sweeping under the rug more often. Okay, yeah, this one's gonna be great. I don't need this one. Okay, so this is just a regular kitchen towel that I actually had down here. I'm assuming I used it in the past as a glider. It's kind of dirty now. I'm gonna throw it on the floor. And also I just want to throw out, if you have a hardwood floor or a ceramic tile, whatever you have, if you're wearing a sock, you probably can just glide using your sock, all right? If you have a rug, you can use a paper plate or a plastic plate. Usually that works. send me a message if you want help with that, okay? So I have the glider underneath my left foot for right now. And I'm just gonna stand as if I don't have a glider for a minute, and I wanna wake up the parts a little bit. Let's reach the arms all the way up. And let's hook our thumbs, relax the shoulders, look straight ahead, and let's open up the side body a little bit. I'm reaching side to side. I'm going left and right. And the reason why I'm standing to the side is because a lot of people end up kind of rounding forward through this little stretch. I'd love for you to stand as tall as you can. And find that alignment right from the beginning. Do the best you can. And then come back to the center and bring your arms out, shoulders down, arms out straight. We're doing a little rotation. Rotate in one direction, look at your back hand, and then come back to the center and rotate in the other direction, look at your back hand, arms are wide. And then come back to the center, rotate right. And center and rotate left. And center, and then bring the arms down by your sides. Easy squats. I'm not gonna glide anywhere just yet. I like to feel like I'm in both of my feet before I start moving off to one side and using one leg. So I'm gonna bring my hands into my chest, my elbows are bent and right kind of by my sides. And then when I stand up, I'm just gonna keep my palms together and reach up and stretch. Elbows bend, sit back in your imaginary chair, push yourself up, and then reach up. I like exhale up and reach. And we're gonna do 8 more. 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And reach up. And then bring the arms down. Good. Hold on for just 1 second. I want to adjust something. Okay. Just had to adjust the AC. It's getting a little warm in here. Okay. So we just did some regular old squats, and now we're going to shift our weight into using one leg. So I've got my left leg on the glider, and the right leg is going to do exactly what we just did, which is a squat. So when you send your hips back, your left leg is going to glide back and then glide back in. Glide back and glide back in. So I kind of, actually, I'm going to bring my hands to my hips for this. You should be incredibly light into this left leg. Incredibly light. So I'm gliding out with, I can't even imagine how many pounds are down into the ground. I don't know, light, very little. The glider should be smooth. If you're getting stuck when you come out here, you're putting too much weight into this left leg, all right? And we're gonna let the arms move a little bit once we can figure out what the heck is going on. As you glide back, stretch your arms forward. And as you come in, bring them back. And I'm trying, as you can see, to keep my spine pretty nice and straight. We're gonna do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back. And that leg should warm up right away. We're gonna switch to the other side, all right? So now it is a squat with the left leg, and the right leg is gliding out. I'm gonna try to keep my left knees right over my toes. And as long as everything about this is going okay, you can add the arms. Reach and come in. Reach and come in. Reach and come in. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in, all right? We're gonna come back to the left leg. And you can probably feel the legs and all the parts are starting to warm up right away, which is good. Same thing about the right leg. Now that the right leg doesn't have the glider, it's going to be a squat. Just for a moment, practice your squat. Send your hips back and come up to stand. Inhale and exhale. Let's just do it one more time. Okay, same thing. I'm coming back here. Same thing with the right leg. You're sending your hips back, but you're sending your left leg out to the side. Out to the side. A lot of people do really like funky things in this variation with the right leg. You know what it is? They go out here. And I don't want you to slide out right now. You're keeping yourself over your right leg as the left leg slides out. And in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in. Side 2. Move the glider over to the right leg. I like to connect to both legs for just a moment. So squat back and come up. And just one more. Okay, it's a squat. And come in. It's a squat. And breathe. And 8. And again, there's really not a lot of weight into that right leg at all. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And all the way in, bring your arms down. Come back to the left leg again. So now we're gonna add a little rotation, a little torque kind of to the knee. I'm gonna come here and we're gonna take it nice and easy. So soften your knees, lift the chest. It's pretty upright through the upper body. The left leg is going, ooh, balance work here. Look at something out in front of you. Left leg is gonna slide back, like a little curtsy, a little sort of semicircle around to the back. And slowly what I do is I increase the bend into my front leg as I feel that it's going well for all the parts. And reach out wide. And reach out wide. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Come all the way in. I'm just gonna try my other glider for a second. This one is like a little sticky. Let's try side 2 here and see how that goes. Yes, better. Maybe as my other napkin was kind of thin. A little thicker is nicer. And reach. Again, I'm trying to keep my left knee somewhat centered with my toes as I bring my right leg behind me. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come all the way in and then come back to the center. All right, so that was our warm up of movements that we're going to do. Out back, out to the side, and curtsy. All right, we're going to come back. We just had it underneath the right leg, right? Let's come back so it's under the left leg. Or come to the side. 5 regular old squats, standing nice and tall. 5, 4, 3, juice. 2, 1 more. Okay, left leg. I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips. It's gonna go back. 5, 4, 3. Maybe arms wide is nice. 2, 1. Left leg, out to the side. Squat with the right leg. Glide out with the left. 2, 3, 4, 5. curtsy. This is just kind of like a weird movement that I always come back to with my arms. I don't know why. And I have no idea where I learned this. Taught myself, I guess. 2 more. 1 more. And then arms down, okay? Side 2. So the same little trilogy of movements out back, outside, curtsy. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Nice deep breath. Shoulders are plugged in, belly is in. Slide back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5. We curtsy. Around, back, around. And reach. 4, 5. Come all the way in. Okay, take a breath. So this is where we're going to start too. I'm going to grab my water for a second. It's been incredibly humid and warm here for the past couple of days. Please drink water whenever you need to. Okay, so this is where our stability work comes in. For this first set, I'm going to grab a 5 and see how that goes. This is your regular old 5-pound weight. And let's just start back. So the glider is in the left foot, all right? So our first set was a squat. And I kind of want you to play around with what arm movement is good for you with the weight. I've got my weight in my right hand and my left leg is going to be moving. This is what I'm going to choose to do, and I'll throw out a couple of other options. Left hand to left hip, right hand is just going to stay nice and straight. We're squatting, right? Let's squat first, actually. Bring your arms by your sides, just 3. 3, 2, 1. Right leg is going to do the same thing. Slide back and come in. Slide back. You can kind of mimic what the right arm is doing with the left arm. 4, turn this way so you can see. 4 and 5. Now we're going to slide out. When you slide this left leg out, bicep curl the right arm in and come back. So the reason why I like to use one weight on one side is because this is kind of like what we do in life. We pick up our purse, we pick up the bags, we pick up the things, we pick up the baby. We always use one arm to do it. It's kind of just the way it goes, right? One more here. And come in. And now we're going to do our little curtsy. I'm going to take this hand and I think bring it out here for a moment and slide it back. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Okay, so we're just adding a little bit of weight, a little bit of I'm making myself a hair more unstable to the equation. So now I'm switching my weight to the left hand and I'm bringing the glider over to the right hand. Sorry, to the right foot. We're just going to do 3 easy squats. Go ahead and make a fist with your right hand and even out your shoulders and your hips so you're nice and even, and then squat back as evenly as you can. 2, just 1 more, and come back. Okay, so here we have the glide back with now the right leg. 1, 2, you can keep your arms straight if you want. 3, 4, and 5. And now we have out to the side. Out. 2, 3, send the tush back. 4, nice and pretty straight through the spine here. 5, now we have our curtsy. As we go behind, I'm going to do a little bicep curl and come back. Bicep curl and back. 3, 4, and 5. This is exciting, isn't it? Okay, just wanted you to say, yeah, it is. Okay, so we just added a 5-pound weight to this little series. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna up the weight just to see how exciting it can be. If that's not right for you, then you won't do that because you're so smart. You know what's right. Okay, so I'm coming back with the glider in my left foot, standing nice and tall. We're gonna do 3 easy squats just to feel what it's like to be in both legs and to remind the right leg what it feels like to squat. Squat, 2, and 3. And now we send that left leg back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same arms, different leg, out to the side. I'm kind of surrounding my right leg with my arms. 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we do our curtsy. Bicep curl curtsy at the same time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Side 2. We're not doing too many repetitions. I feel like my brain is working really hard, which I think is really good. Just to keep like the sides of the bodies doing what I want them to do. Okay, so 3 easy squats, right? We stand, straight arms, belly button is in, and 3, 2, and 1. And we have our glide back with the right leg. 3, 2, sorry, we're doing 5. 3, 4, 5. We side slide. Side. 2, 3, 4, 5. We curtsy. As you curtsy, little bicep curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the way back in. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna hold on to this heavy-ish, medium/heavy weight. We're gonna do 3 more squats. I'm just gonna hold my weight right up into my chest with both hands, so we're not adding very much extra weight. Toes forward. 3, press up. 2, press up. 1, press up. All right. I'm gonna put this weight down. And I'm gonna take a quick little drink of water, and we're gonna go for just like a quick little jog here. Quick little jogger. Kind of a safe place to go for a jog, don't you think? Inside your own home. Okay. So I'm just gonna like, here I am. I'll go for a little jog. I was out on the street. Sometimes when you're out on the street, I don't know when was the last time you went for a jog. Maybe you already go for jogs all the time and you're like, Stacey, this is so boring. But I actually went for a jog/run recently, and there's like this like, oh, I'm outside when my neighbors could see me pressure. So I think I start like kind of proud and fast, and I burn out real quick. So this was probably the easiest start I could have given myself, right? Also, it's flat, it's so hilly out there, which makes it so much harder. Let's have a quick feet check-in. I want you to roll through the foot, roll through the foot, roll through the foot, heel down, roll over the toe, heel down, roll over the toe. Arms are kind of fluid. We don't have to make them do anything. But I do want you to keep your arms right by your sides and keep your chest kind of lifted and just continue to breathe. Okay, a lot of people out in the running world, their form is pretty bad. They run and they're kind of like this. And I will tell you that that's really bad for the pelvis and for the pelvic floor. You don't have to tell them that, although you can if you want to. But anyway, the more our heads are forward, the more pressure that happens right down, right into the pelvic floor. I don't really understand the science, but that's what happens. So we're gonna practice by reducing our tempo, finding our alignment. Arms should be pretty fluid. We should be rolling through the foot. And in an ideal world, we go for our run, jog, whatever it is. We should be able to kind of talk a little bit. So you can just talk back to me right now. Yeah, like that. I didn't hear you. Can you speak louder? Thank you. Better. So just keep talking to me. How do you feel? Good. Great. Take a deep breath. Maybe we're picking up our pace a little bit. Maybe we're picking up the knees a little bit. Keep it going here. We have about 2 minutes left from this nice, easy little jog. Do you want to stay at this pace? Do you want to make it more of a march PS? That's a different set of feelings. Go ahead and change it if you need to. Maybe you want to like bring your knees up faster and quicker. Honestly, this is really good for me today. And I still have a little bit of an injury that I'm recovering from in my left foot. So I think this kind of pressure is perfect. We're breathing, right? You are? Okay, good. Thank you. I'm really enjoying our conversation. Tell me a secret. Oh, wait. Yeah. It would be fun to say it out loud. I really wish I could hear you right now. We're almost there, by the way. This is our last minute. Last minute. Head is back, chest is lifted, arms are flowing. We're almost there. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're slowing it down. You could tell your friends you went for a run today. Yep. You can like text your business partner and be like, just got back from my run. So, you know, that's what I've been doing. You're allowed. Okay, so we're slowing it down, we're slowing it down. Feet down, inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. One more of these deep breaths. And exhale. Step your feet together, right arm by your side, left arm up, look to the right. Push down through the left foot as you reach up through the left fingers, look down, and then come back to the center and switch. Look left. Push down through the right as you reach up through the right. Look down, arms down. Okay, we're gonna come down to our nuts. And I still want you to grab that one medium heavy weight, whatever that means to you. If being down on the floor makes you wanna have anything else for under your head, like a towel or a ball or whatever it is that you can think of, just grab those things so you have them as an option, okay? And we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna adjust my camera just a bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so medium heavy weight. Mine is right here. I'm gonna grab my 8 again, and we're coming down onto our backs. Or straight down. Okay. Okay, good. This is exciting. Me using my new computer is what I mean. Okay, so please carefully, because picking up like a weight when you're on your side is always a little bit awkward. Grab your weight. I have mine in my right hand, and I'm going to pretend like I'm holding a weight in my left hand. Can we do a quick spine check-in? So I don't want you overly tucked or overly arched. Can you get someplace in the middle, please? And then just give yourself, once you get there, a nice deep breath to take just for nothing, just to breathe into your belly, your sides, your back, to send your shoulders away from your ears, to lengthen out your neck a bit. And then just give me one more deep breath where the exhale is much longer than the inhale. Okay, we're going to keep these breaths moving. Both arms are going to reach up, but only my right one clearly has the weight. Nice, easy row and come up. And I just want you to keep your whole midsection super stable. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come up and pause, please carefully. You don't need to drop the weight on your face today. Give that weight to the other hand, and we're still pretending like this right hand now has the weight. And we'll try the other side now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're coming back to the first hand again. Please be careful as you switch. Find your center. We're going to add a bit of excitement to this one. Ready? As you bring your elbows down, everything is the same. As you come up, I want you to bring your left leg into tabletop, and I want you to make sure that your pelvis and your midsection is fairly stable. Down and up, down and up, down and up. 4, 5, elbows are right by your sides. 6, 7, belly button is in. 8, 9, 10. Bring it down, carefully switch hands. We're going to start up, get your center, find your stability. Elbows down, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, come all the way down, give it back to the first hand. We're changing things up a little bit here. It's going to require a bit more abdominal connection work here. So find your abs right away. I've got my knees like right over my own belly button. Both arms are going to come up. I'm going to keep my left hand and my right leg where it is. I'm going to tap the right elbow and the left heel and then return. Tap. It's a row, elbow close by your side. Up. 4, neck is long. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold everything down. Woo, take a breath. We come back. Oops, we gotta switch hands. Uh-oh. Side 2. Legs up, arms up. The right arm and the left leg stay. Tap. And this is clearly a brain exercise. Elbow and heel down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 more, 9, and 10. Come all the way down, take a nice deep breath. Let's just put the 2 sides together for a minute. Bring your arms straight up. Walk your feet somewhat close to your booty and bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Let's make sure the neck is nice and long. Push through the heels and come on up. Exhale to come up. Straight arms. Exhale up. Whenever I do one side work, I always like to kind of put the 2 sides back together and just feel what it feels like to push as evenly as I can, or to be as evenly as I can in both sides of the foundation of whatever the exercise is. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Okay, come all the way down. Keep your weight kind of close to your center, or your front, and just put it down when you roll on your side. We're gonna come onto our hands and knees for a minute. So we just did some like pushing, and now we're gonna do a little bit of pulling, all right? So get yourself organized, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, nice deep breaths along the way. Let's do cat-cow first, because why not? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just had a total adjustment in my back. 2 good cracks. 1 more each way. I've been using the chirp. I'm going to show you at the end of class. And I'm really into it. I'm totally not affiliated with this product, but I actually think I should be. I'm going to write them a letter. Bring your hands a little bit closer together, please. I'm going to grab my weight with my left arm. I've got my my right hand underneath my chest a bit, just so I can create some good stability there. And I'm going to be bringing my left elbow right to my side. When I bring my arm up like this, you guys, I'm going to try not to do like something funky with my shoulders, but to keep both shoulders pretty organized, and then right back down. It's not a huge movement at first. We're going to do 10 of these. I want you to focus more on stability, engaging your obliques, your belly parts, your lengthened back. Think about the muscles that it takes in your spine to keep your spine extended, which just for me at this moment means nice and long. We're doing 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then I'm going to switch out. Other side. Again, this is a quick little exercise for stability, okay? You see this? I'm not bringing my elbow all the way up so the shoulder can do funny things. This is not a time to be funny. And 2. And 3. And 4. I don't know, how many do we do on the other side? 5, do 8? Do 8? I don't know. Let's do 2 more. 2, 1 more. And then come on back down. Okay, now we're gonna add, just to make it exciting. I'm gonna bring my legs together. I'm gonna bring my right leg out behind me. I'm gonna grab that weight again with my left hand. Same stability exercise with the left arm. We're gonna add that the right leg lifts. Can you please pick up your right hip so it feels like it's right in line with your left? And keep it there. 2, what does it feel like to lengthen through the spine so it feels like you're using the muscles that help you to stand tall? 3, we're gonna do 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ooh, side 2. Okay. So again, a lot of people, when they start an exercise like this, their left hip is kind of like stinky. Pick it up, keep it, so it feels like it's in line with the right. 1, 2, 3, oh geez. 3, 2 over. 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I'm really working hard with this one. 7, 8. Bring it down. Let's just take a minute to reflect on our lives, all to this moment. Okay. That's nice. All right, we're gonna come back to this. I'm just putting off until I have to make this exercise slightly harder. Hands will be in. This is going to be a plank. I think I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this. First way, wide feet, right hand underneath the shoulder. 8. We're alternating, by the way, for this one. 8. If you want to bring your knees down, that's excellent. This is still a fantastic way to do the exercise. 7. 6. This is really hard for me. 6. Whew. 5. I got this. 5. Do I? You know what? I'm coming down here. Yeah. 4. 4. I made that choice because I wasn't really able to stay connected to my abdominals. 3. And I would prefer 3 to do so. 2. 2. 1. Okay, the reason why this is hard for me is because remaining stable when I do something like that is really challenging, okay? When you have one side that's distinctly weaker or different from the other, that's where that exercise can be really challenging, all right? So we just did that. We have one more variation here, okay? Come on back. Take a nice deep breath. For this one, I think I'm gonna come out into that plank again and see how it goes. I'm gonna choose fairly wide feet. I'm gonna squeeze the tush a little bit, take a nice deep breath. I'm gonna take the weight and move it out to the right, and take the weight and move it out to the left. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. 3 more. 3. 3. We got this. 2. 2. 1. 1. Whew. You could have done that from your knees too, my friends. All right, this is where it gets really exciting. Come onto your back. Arms by your sides. Walk your feet in. Cross your right leg over your left. 2 options here. Some people we can do both actually. Some people love this the most when they push a little bit the right leg away. But where I prefer to do this stretch, where I need it the most, which is bring my hands behind my left leg and then taking this whole shape in, and then you just need to breathe. Okay, and let's switch to the other side. Maybe just for a moment, you can push the leg away and breathe. And then we'll bring the leg in. So just to circle back quickly to my biggest struggle, which is I feel like I often feel really self-conscious in group and in-person experiences because I don't always know how to find the middle of what people want to do and slash what I think they actually need. Not that it matters, it's not about me, but I'm there. And I think I'm just like a feeler, you know, like I can kind of feel when people, like what their experience is. Anyway, hopefully that just by infusing A little bit more love, joy, fun, centering, getting centered into how your body feels, and not base it on, you know, this imaginary fake place where we feel like we should be, or how we should look, or how things should be functioning. And just for me being incredibly grateful as to like the way it is right now, because you know, I just did this and you just probably did most of this class and we did a really pretty great job, right? And it's not perfect. Let's bring both knees over to one side, then the arms out really wide. But here we are. With your exhale, release any tension you have in your parts a little bit more. And then let's roll over to the other side. And just deep exhales. I'm going to show you the chirp. This is a piece of equipment that I ordered for Christmas. And if we're being really honest, I ordered it as a Christmas present for my husband because he really needs it, but also because I really wanted it myself. And if we're also being really honest, he doesn't really use it, but I do. And I really think he should, and I want him to. Okay, so it looks like this. And the thing that I bought has 3 different sizes. This is the biggest. There's one in the middle and there's one that is much smaller. And according to Chirp, there's 3 different levels. This is the least intense, but it's incredibly effective. And then the smaller one is pretty intense. It also requires quite a bit of control, in my opinion. So what I do, and the reason why this is different from like a foam roller, it's wider. And I don't know if you can see this, but it has like a divot. So ideally you are centering yourself so your spine goes in the divot and this squishy part goes alongside your spine. If you have a mild scoliosis, I still think this would be super, super beneficial for you. Okay, so you're supposed to come up. This is the way that people look in the advertisements. They're like this, and this is great, don't get me wrong, but for anyone with neck issues, I'm just going to guess that you're going to want to do this, and I don't see that as a problem. But really in all of like the literature and the advertisements, people have their hands not associated with their upper body at all. So I don't know, I think this feels phenomenal. Way better, in fact, than the foam roller. I'm going to put my tush down, walk my feet in, and this, as you probably all know, is like my favorite stretch. If you come forward to a certain place, you can probably rest your head on the chirp, and then bring your arms out wide. And then I could spend like 2 to 3 minutes here. Sometimes I move around a little bit to adjust the intensity of the stretch, but it's pretty phenomenal, and I now use it every day. If I don't get to it early in the morning, I get to it before bed, but I prefer to use it twice a day. And I'm hoping that this will keep some of my experiences where I can go into like complete terrible world, reduce all that. Like once a year, I'm really out of commission with my back. And a lot of it has to do with tightness. So I'm really hoping that this will be part of a thing that can help me keep that at bay. Okay, I just wanted to show you this. I don't have to spend all day here. You could have done this with the foam roller too, just as an FYI. And that's the whole story. Happy 100 class to me, to you, to the universe. I'm gonna keep trying to do good things, okay? I love your feedback. A lot of you guys give me like really wonderful random feedback that I don't necessarily ask for, but I'm probably gonna ask for more. And if you think of something or I don't mean like I want you to tell me that I'm awesome, although that's fine. But like, hey Stacey, what about this? Or what about this? What about this? That's my favorite feedback, okay? May the force be with you. Have a great day.